Welcome to the Brew4U show, sponsored by the Beer Loons. Check out the beerloons.com today for beer reviews, beer tips, and beer products. And now, here is your host, Mike Campbell. Hi, everyone. I am your host, Mike Campbell. And welcome to the Brew4U show. Today, our beer review is going to be from Teton Brewing Company and their Sweetgrass American Pale Ale. We'll review that beer in a second. But first, what do you think of our new format? Please get in touch with us by emailing us at brew4u at beerloons.com. Or you can call our beer line at 512-827-0505, extension 5957, or check us out on Facebook or Twitter. Just look us up by Beer Loons. Let's give you a little background on Teton Sweetgrass American Pale Ale before we do the actual review. They are from Victor, Idaho. This is an American Pale Ale. It is 6% alcohol by volume and 60 IBUs. The grain is Idaho Two-Row. They use German Vienna and Cara Amber as well. Hops are Columbus, Galena, Amarillo, Simcoe, and Cascade. A lot of hops in this, and dry hopped with Cascade. Proper serving temp is about 40-45 degrees, and the proper glass is a pint or a mug. Sorry for the sound in the background earlier. That was from our co-host mascot-y guy, Simcoe, our cat. That likes to come through from time to time. So, dropping things in the background for me. So, on to the beer review itself. The Teton pours into the glass with a kind of a light copper color. It has a nice ivory head that kind of resembles pancakes when you're supposed to flip them, or just prior to that. It's kind of slow fading, ivory in color, and a medium density. The aroma in this beer is really very nice. It's got a citrus hint to begin with, which reminds me of like sweet orange peel. You have a wonderful piney and kind of spicy note to this beer as well as a balance of the malt. So there's a slight malty sweetness as well, flavor-wise. You get a little kind of a grassy note up front that kind of stays throughout the middle of the flavor. Actually, a fairly dry beer, not a whole lot of malt noticed, which is a little different for a pale ale, although not unusual. Like I say, kind of a grassy note, a little bit of a citrus tinge as well, although more kind of grapefruit, especially in the aftertaste. In your aftertaste, you really get a fair amount of grapefruit flavor from the hops. And let's try a little bit more. Yeah, really great grassy note, citrus. Malt really never takes over. I mean, it's there, but it never really takes over the flavor. It's mostly about the hops in this beer, which makes sense with a 60 IBU pale ale. And like I say, kind of dry throughout, but a dry finish as well with kind of a grapefruit flavor. So very nice. If you're a hop fan, you should like this, but keep in mind it's a pale ale and not an IPA, so the hops aren't designed to blow your head off. Overall, the body on this, to me, is, we'll call it medium light, but it's toward the lighter side of that. And then we have a hoppy beer like it should be. On the hop scale, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Which is pretty average, but good for pale ale like it's supposed to be. And the overall rating of this beer, I like it. It's a little different for pale ale. It may be pushing the category a little bit with the IBUs and the bitterness, but it's a very nice kind of dry, straightforward American pale ale. I'm going to give this beer a 77 out of 100. So that's our review on the Grand Teton Sweetgrass Pale Ale. Thanks for listening. Don't forget about our other homebrew podcast show called Brewing Today. And until next time, cheers.